Joining us now is Ali Saeed. He's the General Secretary of the human rights group Solidarity Committee for Ethiopian Political Prisoners. And he's here now to talk to us about the situation facing migrants in Yemen. So thank you for joining us, Ali Saeed.
Thank you, Mike, for having me, as usual.
Okay.
Thank you.
Could I get you to comment on the situation facing migrants there? Because even before the bombing started, things were not very going well for people for Ethiopian and other African migrants in Yemen.
Well, before the war started, and we were complaining, the situation about the Ethiopian refugees and other immigrants in Yemen, how they are suffering, especially in the refugee camp and in the city. So the refugees are being suffering for a long time there because nobody is trying to protect them. And as you know, the Ethiopian government has a relationship with the Yemeni government. So they are working hand to hand. So they are helping each other. So they are not, especially the Yemen government is not willing to help or support the refugees.
So what kinds of stories are you hearing about what's happening to the refugees in Yemen?
In Yemen, most refugees are being imprisoned and tortured and killed, even before the war. And there is no any financial or moral support by the Yemeni government and also the UNHCR office there in Yemen. And we have been complaining for so many years, especially the UNHCR office, which is located in Africa, in Sudan, and Kenya, and particularly Yemen. And instead of working for the Ethiopian refugees there and for immigrants, and they are working for the Yemen government and for the Ethiopian government. That's also the biggest problem in African refugees. So we are asking, especially, and we are asking all Canadian to sign a petition which is organized by Ethiopian Orthodox Church in Manitoba, here in Winnipeg, and also Ethio-Canadian Muslim community in Winnipeg, and Society of Winnipeg, Ethiopian Society of Winnipeg, and SOSIP, Solidarity Committee for Ethiopian Political Prisoners. And at the same time, also we are asking the Canadian government to reconsider a resettlement program which is blocked by now, especially to Ethiopians in general, for Africans. So that kind of protection is important for the refugees who are suffering now.
Ali Saeed, is there a key point you'd like to make with regard to the reason that Ethiopians in particular are becoming refugees and finding themselves in places like Yemen?
Mike, as you know, to become a refugee is not a choice. It's imposed by those tyrannies, dictators and fascists, and also the corrupt administration. So the Ethiopians and other African refugees are forced to leave their country due to those reasons. Especially the Ethiopians are forced to leave their country by TSIS, which is Tigray State Intelligence Service, and also are being killed and targeted by ISIS in Libya. If you remember a few months ago, and 30 Ethiopians, Islam and Christian, being slaughtered by ISIS. You see, they were forced to leave the country by ISIS and being killed by ISIS. So that's why the non-profit organization and a government and should consider and to support those refugees and make available for resettlement program.
Okay. Ali Saeed, thank you very much for sharing this recent development with us.
Thank you, Mike, as usual.
Ali Saeed, General Secretary of the Solidarity Committee for Ethiopian Political Prisoners.